Listen, I am so honored. My mind is blown. I have a true icon with us today. She's a Broadway trailblazer, a chart-topping singer, an actress, a civil rights activist. She's just got a brand new single, still keeping it moving and grooving, no filter. Please welcome legendary Melba Moore.
Thank you.
Listen to
Thank
range.
Thank you.
Oh, Queen, what an honor. You've broken so many barriers. And I'm just talking behind the scenes how a kid growing up in New York, performing arts, and I'm a 69 baby. So I am thorough in the music, taking it back. But first to Broadway. Let's start there.
Okay.
When you look back, what moments feel the most defining in your journey?
Well, fortunately, lots of people give me an opportunity to go back and reminisce about what happened. It was definitely being in the Broadway musical Hair.
Yes.
To begin, because of the way that it happened. I was a school teacher in Newark, New Jersey first, and I asked my performing parents to please get me into the industry. We were starting to make some runs around. We met a lot of people, but one of the people we met was Valerie Simpson.
Wow.
And she was shopping up. She didn't write any, she'd written songs, but she wasn't with Motown or anything yet. But she was already singing with Nick Ashford. I didn't know that, but we exchanged numbers, and she got me into background recording studio work. So that's when I met her and Nick and all these different people. So I started to have a career as a background singer. But what happened was, one of the recording sessions was for Galt McDermott. You don't know who he was. But he wrote the music for the Broadway show Hair, and he was making his own album with the writers of the book, Jerry Ragney and Jim Rado,
okay,
who wrote all the lyrics and the script for Hair. And so they were performing their own version of the music from Hair on an album. And so they hired all of us singers for this recording session that lasted for about 2 or 3 weeks to do all of the music from Hair. When it was finished, they said they were still casting for the musical, and they were looking for strong black singers. And so any of us who would go and sing for the director and the producer, they would find a role for us. When nobody on the session, we didn't know anything about theater.
Right.
So they didn't give a hoot about hair. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, the young man came up to me and asked me, did I want to do hair? But he was like a hippie.
Right.
And I didn't know what that was. I mean, I seen him on TV.
Right.
But he had this bright, red, bushy, curly, kind of afro, I don't know, hair. He looked like his fingers were stuck in a live plug. It looked, his hair was like that.
Right.
Well, I'm looking at him.
Static cling.
Well, and he comes up to me and he asked me, do I want to do hair? So I said, excuse me? I don't have a Bachelor of Arts degree in music to do nobody's hair.
Right. Not knowing what that was.
Yeah, so he explained to me it was going to be a play.
And what a play and what a moment. You taking the first black woman in Diane Keaton's role, like, wow.
Yeah.
And especially in that time frame.
Right.
For a black woman, that was just phenomenal.
Well, it'll show you the kind of environment Hair was. They broke all the rules. They said everything out loud. That was the first time a theater piece had a nude scene in it.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, they did a lot of firsts. And they had a series of young women playing the lead role of Sheila. And they were all blonde and blue-eyed. And they all left to do other things. And finally, Diane Keaton took the role. She was not blonde, but she was white.
That part.
And she left the show to Woody Allen's Play It Again Sam, but then she went on to be this big movie star.
Of course.
So inadvertently, I replaced Diane Keaton.
Wow. What great stories and history you have, Queen. I can only imagine, from stage to studio to television. You've truly done it all. I mean, it's just amazing. What's kept you fearless in exploring these new spaces? Because you are still producing timeless music. You're still in it to win it. And just the longevity, it speaks volumes.
I think it's a calling because I wouldn't be smart enough to keep on doing it. But every time something changes or something happens that challenges me or like seems to destroy everything, somebody comes along, they give me a helping hand, and I take 1 foot at a time. Now I sing gospel.
Look at you. Next thing you know, I'll be a Southern soul singer. I'll be plugging you in rotation.
Yeah, just give me a beat, you know.
That's all you need, just a beat.
Things like that happen. People help you.
Right. And that's what God's blessings are all about. You know, it pays it forward. And speaking of music, let's talk about new music, girl. Stop playing with us. You got this single, No Filter.
I ain't playing.
No Filter. Yeah. No pun intended. What inspired and what do you want listeners to take away from it? New music. I mean, it's just a Melba Moore sound.
I want you to play it I'll tell you a little bit about it because I think it speaks for itself.
Okay.
It's written by George Pettis and his wife Angela. George wrote the music and he's a keyboardist on it, and his wife Angela wrote the lyrics. And he wrote it for me because I can't sing a 20-year-old romantic song. I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
No, right?
But I still want to sing about love and inspiring. And so they wrote this especially for me to inspire people. So it sounds like I wrote it as far as the words are concerned. But then I really can't speak to you about the music. It's just exquisite.
Well, without fail, we are about to play that right now, y'all. This is her latest single, No Filter, and we are speaking with legendary Melba Moore. More with her because she's being honored this weekend in ATL. We're talking all about that. We got some quick fire. Oh, we're just going to have a vibe, Queen.
Alrighty then.
Right here on Classix 102.9.